As you can see at our dais, we have General Manager Dayton Moore, our Director of Scouting, Lonnie Goldberg, young man, newest arrival to the Kansas City Royals, Bobby Witt Jr., and the area scout who spent a lot of time watching Bobby Witt Jr. play, Chad Lee. So questions will be available for all those gentlemen here in just a minute. A little over a week ago, the commissioner made an announcement from New York or from Secaucus, New Jersey, that the Kansas City Royals had selected Bobby Witt Jr., and the excitement in the draft room up here at the ballpark was palpable. It was a phenomenal night for everybody. With that, I'd like to ask Lonnie Goldberg to start with an opening statement, then we'll get this thing going.
Thanks, Swanee. As Swanee mentioned, this has been much anticipated and a very exciting day for us here in Kansas City. I want to thank the Glass family, Dayton Moore, for supporting the amateur staff. I want to thank Chad Lee. It's a day to recognize our amateur department and the work that they've done. And I want to congratulate Bobby Jr. here, Bobby, Laura, and his family, and Maggie for coming today. Welcome to the family. Congratulations.
Thank you. Proud of you.
You are now a Kansas City Royal. Now, for all the cameras in the room, let's have him turn around one time so we can get that name on the back. All right. Go ahead and take a seat. A couple of things real quick, and Lonnie alluded to him, but I would like to welcome Bobby Witt Sr. It's hard for me to call you Senior. I know I've been at this for a long time. I was with Bobby in Arizona as a world champion. He brought a world championship, helped bring a world championship to Arizona in 2001, but he had a 16-year professional or major league career. Bobby Jr.'s and his wife, Lori, and Bobby Jr.'s girlfriend, Maggie, are here with us today. With that, if you just raise your hands, we'll call on you and we'll get this thing going. Jeffrey Flanagan, you lead it off.
Bobby, I assume you've had a tour of everything here in the facility. Just maybe talk a little bit about that, and then what are you going to do with all that money?
Yeah, the facilities here are amazing. First off, I'd like to thank all the Royals organization, everyone. It's been a blessing just to be now a part of this organization and everything, and then just seeing the facilities and everything, the scoreboard, it's amazing. And then I don't know about the money thing yet. Just kind of save it for a while. Yes, sir.
I was hoping there'd be more questions. Cody, go ahead.
The money, we just saw, I think maybe part of the reason asking because we saw Brady Singer, last year kind of do something big for his parents. Had you thought about maybe, doing something kind of special for your parents, considering all the time they put in?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's right there, right on top of the list, just because they've been here for me ever since I was born and everything, and then just with them, I wouldn't be where I am without them today. And then just also my 3 older sisters as well, just what they've done for me, and then my girlfriend, they've just always been there for me, and it's been truly just a blessing.
Sam?
These things tend to move on, right? Like the negotiations can stretch out. Was it important for you to get in early? The reports are that it was slotted. It seems like a pretty simple negotiation. Was that important for you?
Yeah, I was kind of still playing throughout the draft and everything, so it kind of was dealt with my agent, my dad. So yeah, so then that was happening. And once I heard everything, I was just still super excited. It still really hasn't hit me, and just still kind of going through everything, and just so excited to be a part of this amazing organization.
Joel?
Bobby, you've been around the game, and your family's been around the game forever, but what have you learned about the Royals? I know you've had a relationship now with them for a while. What do you like about this organization? What have you learned?
That they truly respect their players, they respect their staff, they respect everyone, really, and then they're out there for every single one of my games, no matter what. If it was 40 degrees or raining or hailing or sleeting that one game, and it just shows how much respect they had for me, and then just my family as well, just what they've done for us, and it's just, I really don't have words to describe how grateful I am to be a part of this.
Nate?
So on that note, Chad, could you talk about what the experience was like of watching him play every day, and maybe what do you get out of that? What did you get from, instead of just maybe parachuting in and out once or twice?
Yeah, I mean, we, obviously I'd known Bobby Sr. For the last 6 years as an agent, and so I've gotten to hear about his boy whenever he was a freshman and sophomore in high school, and so we built up a lot of history with him. We was a guy that, this time last year, after the draft was over, we were immediately kind of targeting at the top of our list. And just the number one thing that we always talk about, as Dayton says in our meetings, that we look for is guys who love to play baseball. And in my 7 years of scouting, this is the number one kid that just, whether he's having a good game or bad game, he's always got the energy. He's always got a smile on his face, and he plays kind of what we preach with Kansas City Royals baseball. So we were very proud and had a lot of fun scouting this kid. So,
Mick?
Bobby, you drafted, you win a state championship, and you sign all in basically a week. I was wondering if you could put these last 8 or 9 days into perspective for us.
Yeah, I haven't really got too much sleep, honestly. So, but yeah, it's just I've been dreaming about this, and then kind of still dreaming it right now. And it's kind of dreams are starting to become reality. It's all a whoa for me. So I'm really just excited for everything, being part of this organization. Excited for the high school team that we just won state championship, first time ever. So that was another awesome thing. And then just after winning that, and realizing that I'm going to be part of this Kansas City Royals, and just super excited and happy.
Len?
What would go through your mind, state championship, knowing days after that you're going to be a professional baseball player?
Well, my mind was truly just focused on that then. I just kind of try to live it day by day with everything. So it was then, and then right after it was kind of celebrate with them, be with them and everything for a couple more days. And then right after that is just straight on to the Royals and just the organization.
David?
It's probably gotten blown out of proportion, but on the night of the draft, everybody's making their comps with each guy. You probably heard Jim Callis, MLB Network, compared you with Patrick Mahomes. As a kid from Texas, how does that make you feel, and do you think you can live up to something like that?
Yeah, Mahomes is a great player, and I've just kind of grew up kind of watching him, with him going to Texas Tech and me being an Oklahoma Sooner fan. I was kind of always rooting against him a little bit. Yeah, and just the plays he made in those games when him and Baker were going back and forth, putting up 60, 70 points a game, and just him throwing the ball just the plays he's making, just kind of a playmaker. And just I've heard he's done amazing things off the field as well for the city and everything, and that's kind of how I want to do things, and hopefully eventually maybe one day make it to the big league team, and then kind of do what he's done on and off the field and try to leave my legacy as he is right now.
Tom?
Bobby, do you have any memories of watching the 14 to 15 teams that got to the World Series, won the World Series here, and do you already think about bringing it back, or is that too far off ahead in the future?
Yeah, that's ultimately a goal, and just watching them and seeing a team winning a World Series is always something special to watch, no matter what team it is. And just kind of now I'm just really focusing on just today and then tomorrow, and then just going about what I'm going to do next this rest of the season, and just kind of try to get better each and every day and try to help maybe one day get this team another World Series ring.
Sam?
Bobby, this is a little bit along the lines of the question that Dave asked you about Mahomes, but I just have to ask, your reaction when you saw that list of the best shortstop prospects of the last 30 years or whatever. What was your reaction when you saw where you were on that?
It just kind of motivated me, honestly. Yeah, you can write all that stuff down on paper, but until I perform the way that they did, it's never kind of satisfied with that yet. So I just got to go out there and go play my game and have a lot of fun and just be myself out there and try to maybe one day I'll be up there actually with the list with them, not just on paper.
Joel?
Dayton, I see you kind of nodding along and smiling, and this is your kind of guy, obviously, but what did you learn about Bobby maybe later in the process? I mean, you guys have been on him for so long, but I know you spend time with him. What did you learn later on that maybe you didn't know early on?
Well, I mean, it's Joel. I know what you mean. It's our kind of guy. It's your kind of guy. It's our city, our fans, baseball's type of player. Can't say enough about his family and how he was raised, and to keep things in perspective. And the way, Bobby handles questions, meets and deals with people. I mean, it speaks for itself. And the thing that I've admired about him for a while, watching him play, and he's obviously the player that everybody gravitates to and everybody wants to watch. He treats everybody else like they're the first rounder. He treats everybody else like they're more special, and that's a great quality to have. But I want to congratulate Lonnie and our scouting staff and Chad for all the great work that they've done. This has been a vision of ours for a long time as we've scouted Bobby Witt Jr.
Cody?
For I guess the three of you, when he makes the comment about Jim Callis's list, over the last decade or so, where does Bobby Witt rank as far as like level of player you've seen come through the draft process?
Well, I'll let Lonnie answer that, but Bobby handled that question perfectly. Look, it's a long road to the major leagues, okay? And so every step along the way has its unique challenges, and for a reason, because that molds and shapes players to become the ultimate champions that we want them to be. And but to put it in perspective, I mean, obviously, he's an elite talent. And what does that mean? So success today doesn't guarantee success tomorrow. You have to take it one day at a time, just like Bobby explained so well.
Harold?
Bobby, question for you. What are you looking forward to most about just getting to the Kansas City area after you work your way through the minors? What impresses you so much about just the management and everything?
Yeah, just kind of like I was saying earlier, just even from what I heard, the coaches, everyone, the players, they all respect each other and they respect their teammates and everything. They always have each other's back, and that's something that I've always been raised to be like, and just knowing that there's a team like this out there that there's no other organization that I'd want to be a part of. And then obviously trying to win another World Series would also be something super special to do, and just super excited. I don't really have words to really describe the feeling right now.
Bobby, what did your dad tell you about the minor league lifestyle? Like, what can you anticipate as far as kind of once that process starts for you?
It's changed a lot.
Yeah, he's definitely told me it's a grind, and just wherever you're staying, the bus trips and everything, it's just kind of, you just gotta do it and just go out there and try to trust the process with everything. Just have a lot of fun and enjoy your teammates, get to know your teammates, because they'll be there with you along the whole way and everything. So just get to know your teammates, coaches, and just be yourself out there. Don't try to be someone else. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to just be yourself out there, and just try to have as much fun as possible.
Flanny?
Along the same lines, Bobby, all the scouting reports say as good a player as you are, you're even a better teammate. How important is that to be a good teammate, and why?
Because you're playing as a team out there. There's 9 guys on the field trying to compete to win the game, and if you earn your respect from your teammates, then that's a plus for the team as well, and then as well as the coaching and everything. And just no matter what it is, I try to just kind of keep the respect from everyone and try to respect them. Just kind of like that golden rule people always say: respect others the way you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
Brad?
Bobby, other than your father, did you have a favorite athlete or athletes when you were growing up that kind of encapsulated the player that you wanted to become?
Most definitely. I wore number 17 because of Derek Jeter and Dustin Pedroia, just the way they've played the game. Derek Jeter, just one of the best shortstops out there, and just the way he played on and off the field was a great guy. And then Dustin Pedroia, just kind of a little guy just doing big things and just always grinding on the field, a high energy guy, and just shows you that anyone could be great in the long run.
Couple more? Okay, Tom?
What is the biggest key for you, since as far back as you can remember, handling pressure and expectations, and where does that come from?
Just pretty much my whole life has been kind of pressured on me and to perform, just because I'm trying to follow my dad's footsteps as well. Just going out there, like I've been saying, I just try to be myself and just take each and every day, day by day, not worry about what happened in the past, because that's over. You can't go back to it, and then worry about the future as well, because you can't really predict the future as far as I know. But everyone's just been saying, just take it day by day and just go out there, be yourself, and have a lot of fun.
Sammy?
Bobby, you're as well prepared for this, I think, as anybody could expect. But what do you expect to be the biggest challenge for you the next, whether it's 2, 3, 4 years, whatever in the minor leagues?
Just really just kind of just the grind that I've always heard, just going out playing every day and just those bus trips, everything. I've heard stories where it breaks down a player and everything, and just going out there and just trying to just know you're always just playing the game of baseball that I've grown up playing and loving and everything. So I'm just really excited to get out there and play and just have a lot of fun.
Last one, Joel, you close it.
All right, Dayton, just 2 more quick ones for you.
One more, Joel.
2-part. No, what does he remind you, just in terms of makeup and, personality, of guys that you have here that you've brought in here? I mean, I'm seeing a lot of that, and what are the next steps for him now?
Yeah, I mean, I think he fits the mold of a lot of guys that we've had. And Lonnie, I don't know if you have any specifics or what have you, but when we go through the process with all of our players, I mean, it's pretty simple to evaluate talent and put them in categories based on talent. And then we dive much deeper into all the other things that go into the makeup of the player and their passion to play and passion to win and love of the game and all of those types of ingredients. And so it's been the process that we've went through with all of the players that we select in every single round. And of course, the pool of talent that's available to you where we're picking is elite level, of course. And so. But they all have special ingredients, and again, that desire to win and just play this game with the same innocence that they did when they were little boys, and those are the types of players that we desire and that we covet. And so, Lonnie, I don't know if you want to add to that, but.
Well, you can obviously see how easy the selection this was. I mean, it's fun for me to just sit here and listen to him answer all these questions, because he does it. He does it as professional, and it's straight from the heart. And Chad mentioned it. It's been an absolute blast to scout this player. But I was driving in this morning, and I was thinking of Alex Gordon, and I was thinking of what Alex Gordon means to this city, not only as a player but as a person, and what he stands for. And I think Junior has the same qualities that Alex has, and I hope Junior's here as long as Alex has been here.
That's great. That's a great job.
What's the next step, or where do you guys know where he's?
We're going to talk about that. Yeah, we're going to talk about that together with her family. I mean, he's obviously, been through a very fast-paced time, competing to win a state championship at a high level, and obviously all the expectations of the draft. So we want to get together as a family and just discuss that and make the right decision for everybody. But he'll be out, playing soon, and I suspect he'll go to Arizona initially, and we'll just make sure he's assessed properly and make sure that we slow it down a little bit, and then we'll make a decision from there.